Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. So let's learn and enjoy mathematics. Our lesson is about measures of position percentile of group data. What is measures of position? This is a technique that divides a set of data into equal groups. Last time, we discussed quartiles and deciles of group data. Right now, we will discuss percentiles of group data. What is percentiles? Are the score points which divide the distribution into 100 equal parts. So, as you can see in the diagram, it divides into 100 equal parts. So, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then so on. So, as you can see, this one, 30th, 40th, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. So, the starting percent, that is 0%. So, between here to up to 10th, that is 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this one, that is 10%. So, percentile sub 10. And then percentiles of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Percentiles of 20, that is 20%. Next is 30%. So it means in between that, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30%. Or percentile sub 30. Next is 40%. Percentile sub 40. 50%. That is percentile sub 50. 60%, that is percentile sub 60. 70%, that is percentile sub 70. 80%, that is percentile sub 80. 90%, that is percentile sub 90. And then 100%. So what could be the formula for the percentiles of group data? The formula P sub k, it is equal to LB, that is the lower boundary of the P sub k class, plus the quantity k, that is the n percentile, n, that is the total frequency, all over 100 because this is a percentiles, minus cf sub l, that is the cumulative frequency of the class before the p sub k class, all over f sub pk, that is the frequency of the p sub k class, times I, that is the size of the p sub k class. But before we use the percentiles of group data, we need first to identify the p sub k class. The formula k times n all over 100. So let us see in example number 1. The table shown below is the science 10 scores of 50 students. So as you can see, the science score, the class interval from 46 to 50, we have 4 students. 41 to 45, we have 8 students. 36 to 40 scores, we have 11 students. 31 to 35, we have 9 students. 26 to 30, 12 students. And 21 to 35, we have 6 students. Let us see the class interval. So the class interval, that is equal to 5. So if you subtract 30 minus 26, that is equal to 4 plus 1, the answer is equal to 5. So if you want to count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the class interval or the interval is equal to 5. How about the frequency? We need to add 4 plus 8 plus 11 plus 9 plus 12 plus 6, the answer for n, that is equal to 50 as the total frequency. So let us calculate now the value of P sub 21, P sub 45, and P sub 89. Let us complete the table for the lower class boundaries. To be able to identify the lower class boundaries, this one, 46 minus 0.5, the answer is 45.5. 41 minus 0.5, that is 40.5. 36 minus 0.5, that is 35.5. 31 minus 0.5, that is 30.5. 26 minus 0.5, that is 25.5. 21 minus 0.5, that is 20.5. How about the less than the cumulative frequency? We will start in the bottom, that is 6. So 6 copy, and then 6 plus 12. The answer is equal to 18. 18 plus 9. The answer is equal to 27. 27 plus 11, that is equal to 38. 38 plus 8, if we add, that is equal to 46. 46 plus 4, that is equal to 50. Let us calculate now the value of p sub 21. So the formula for the p sub k class, it is equal to k times n all over 100. The value for k, that is equal to 21. So that is p sub 21 class, it is equal to 21 times the total frequency, that is equal to 50, copy 100. So let us solve now for the p sub 21 class. 21 times 50 is 1050 divided by 100. So the answer is equal to 10.5. So 10.5, so as you can see, is between 6 and then 18. So we will choose 18. So yung pinakamataas yung pipiliin. So the p sub 21 class is between the interval 26 to 30. So let us continue to solve for the p sub 21. The formula p sub k, it is equal to LB plus the quantity k times n all over 100 minus less than the cumulative frequency all over the frequency of the p sub k times the interval. The value for k, that is equal to 21. So p sub 21, it is equal to LB. LB, the lower class boundaries of the p sub 21 class, so that is equal to 25.5 plus the value of k. So let us see the value of k, that is equal to 21. The total frequency, that is equal to 50, copy 100. So if this is the p sub 21 class of the less than the cumulative frequency, so we will choose yung nasa baba. So that is equal to 6. So minus 6 all over the frequency of the p sub k class. So that is equal to 12. And then the interval, that is equal to 5. So let us solve first the 21 times 50 over 100. That is also equal to 10.5. And then the rest copy. So p sub 21 is equal to 25.5. Multiply it with 10.5. And then copy negative 6. Copy the denominator 12. And then copy the interval 5. So let us continue to solve. So p sub 21, it is equal to 25.5 copy, the denominator copy, and then the interval copy. 10.5 minus 6, the answer is equal to 4.5. Afterwards, let us multiply 4.5 times 5. The answer is equal to 22.5 over 12. So 22.5 divided by 12, the answer is equal to 1.88. As you can see, 25.5 copy. Right now, we will add 25.5 plus 1.88. So the p sub 21, it is equal to 27.38. As you can see, in the p sub 21 class, the p sub k or the p sub 21, that is 27.38 between 26 to 30. Let us calculate now the value of p sub 45. But before that, let us identify the p sub k class. It is equal to k times n all over 100. So the value for k, that is equal to 45. So p sub 45 class, it is equal to k, replace it with 45. The total frequency, that is equal to 50, copy, all over 100. So p sub 45 class, 45 times 50 is 2,250 divided by 100. The answer is equal to 22.5. So 22.5 is between 18 and then 27. So we will choose the highest, that is 27. So the p sub 45 class is between the interval 31 to 35. Let us continue to solve for the P sub 45. The formula P sub k, it is equal to LB plus the quantity k times n all over 100 minus the CF sub L all over the F sub pk times the interval. So if this is the P sub 45 class, so P sub 45, the lower class boundaries, that is equal to 30.5, let us copy, plus multiply it with k, so the value of k is 45, the total frequency 50, copy, and then copy 100. If this is the less than the cumulative frequency of the P sub 45 class, so we will choose yung nasa baba, so that is 18 minus 18 over the frequency of the P sub 45 class over 9 times the interval that is equal to 5. So let us continue to solve. So P sub 45, it is equal to 30.5 plus 45 times 50 over 100, that is 22.5. Copy negative 18, copy 9, copy the interval 5. So P sub 45, copy 30.5, 22.5 minus 18, the answer is equal to 4.5 over 9, copy the denominator, copy the interval 5. So let us continue to solve. P sub 45, it is equal to 30.5, copy, plus 4.5 times 5, the answer is 22.5, copy the denominator 9. So P sub 45, copy 30.5, 22.5 divided by 9, the answer is 2.5. So if we add 30.5 plus 2.5, so the P sub 45 equals 33. So let us calculate now the P sub 89. The formula for the P sub k class to identify the value of observation, that is equal to k times n all over 100. The value for k, that is equal to 89. So P sub 89 class, it is equal to 89 times the total frequency times 50 all over 100. 89 times 50 is 4,450 divided by 100. That is equal to 44.5. So it means the value of the observation is between 38 and 46. So we will choose 46. So that is P sub 89 class. So between the interval 41 to 45. So let us continue to solve to identify the P sub 89. The formula P sub k, it is equal to LB plus the quantity k times n all over 100 minus CF sub L all over F sub pk times the interval. So P sub, the value of k is 89. So P sub 89, so if this is the P sub 89 class, we will choose the lower class boundaries of the P sub 89, that is 40.5. Let us copy the value for k, that is 89. The total frequency, that is equal to 50, copy 100. Minus, if this is the P sub 89 class of the less than the cumulative frequency, so we will choose 38. So minus 38 over the frequency of the P sub 89 class, that is equal to 8. Times the interval, copy, positive 5. So let us continue to solve. So P sub 89, copy 40.5, multiply it with 89 times 50 divided by 100, that is 44.5. Copy negative 38, copy positive 8, and then copy the interval 5. So P sub 89, copy 40.5, 44.5 minus 38, the answer is 6.5. Copy the denominator 8, copy the interval 5. So let us continue to solve. So we will compute first 6.5 times 5. So P sub 89 equals 40.5 plus 6.5 times 5. The answer is 32.5 over 8. So 40.5, let us copy. 32.5 divided by 8, the answer is 4.06. So let us add 40.5 plus 4.06. So the P sub 89 is 44.56. So as you can see, 44.56 is between the interval 41 to 45. In example number 4, Noheli recorded the number of parlor shop that can cater a certain number of customers. How many customers could you cater if you are the P sub 27 and P sub 64 of the distribution? So the number of customers from 41 to 50 interval, we have 3 frequency 31 to 40, we have 5. 21 to 30, we have 10. 11 to 20, we have 8. And then 1 to 10, that is equal to 5. So let us see the interval. So the interval, that is equal to 10. So 10 minus 1 is 9 plus 1, the answer is equal to 10. Or if you count, kahit dito, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Also, the interval is equal to 10. How about the frequency? So let us add all. So 3 plus 5 plus 10 plus 8 plus 5, the answer is equal to 31. So n, that is equal to 31. So let us continue to solve for the lower class boundaries. So 41 minus 0.5, that is 40.5. 31 minus 0.5, that is 30.5. 21 minus 0.5, that is 20.5. 11 minus 0.5, that is 10.5. 1 minus 0.5, that is equal to 0.5. Next, let us compute the less than the cumulative frequency. So we will choose 5. So copy 5. And then 5 plus 8, the answer is equal to 13. 13 plus 10, that is equal to 23. 23 plus 5, that is equal to 28. 28 plus 3, the answer is equal to 31. So let us compute the P sub 27. But before that, let us identify the P sub k class. It is equal to k times n all over 100 to identify the value of the observation. So P sub 27 class, replace the value of k by 27. The total frequency, replace it with 31, copy 100. So 27 times 31 is 837. Copy the denominator, 100. 837 divided by 100, that is equal to 8.37. So it means the P sub 27 class is between 8.37. So 8.37 is between 5 and then 13. So we will choose the highest, that is 13. So the P sub 27 class is between the interval 11 to 20. So let us continue to solve for the P sub 27. So the formula P sub k, it is equal to LB plus the quantity k times n all over 100 minus the CF sub L all over the F sub pk times the interval. So we will compute the P sub 27. If this is the P sub 27 class, we will choose the lower class boundaries of the P sub 27. So that is 10.5 plus the value of k, that is 27, times the total frequency, that is 31, all over 100. If this is the less than the cumulative frequency, or the frequency of the P sub 27 class, we will choose yung nasa baba, that is 5. So minus 5, all over the frequency of the P sub 27 class, that is 8, times the interval, that is 10. So let us compute. So P sub 27, copy 10.5. 27 times 31 divided by 100, the answer is 8.37. Copy negative 5, copy the denominator 8, copy the interval 10. So we will subtract 8.37 minus 5. So copy 10.5, 8.37 minus 5, the answer is 3.37. Copy the denominator 8, copy and 10. So 3.37 times 10, that is equal to 33.7. Copy 10.5, copy the denominator 8. So P sub 27, it is equal to 10.5 plus 33.7 divided by 8, that is 4.21. So P sub 27, if we add 10.5 plus 4.21, that is equal to 14.71. As you can see, 14.71 as the answer for P sub 27 is between the interval 11 to 20. How about number 5? Let us compute for the P sub 64. So let us identify the P sub k class. It is equal to the formula k times n all over 100. The value for k, that is 64. So P sub 64 class, it is equal to the value of k, that is 64, times the total frequency, that is 31, copy 100. So 64 times 31, that is 1,984 divided by 100, that is equal to 19.84. 19.84 is between 13 and then 23. So we will choose 23. So between the interval 21 to 30. So we have now the P sub 64 class. So let us continue to solve for the P sub 64. The formula P sub k, it is equal to LB plus the quantity k times n all over 100 minus the CF sub L all over the frequency of the P sub k times the interval. If this is the P sub 64 class, we will choose the lower class boundaries of the P sub 64. So copy 20.5 plus the value of k, that is 64, the total frequency, copy 31, and then copy 100. If this is the less than the cumulative frequency of the P sub 64 class, so we will choose before that is 13. So yung nasa baba, so minus 13, all over the frequency of the P sub 64 class over 10, times the interval, that is equal to 10. So let us continue to solve. So P sub 64, it is equal to 20.5. 64 times 31 divided by 100, that is 19.84. Copy negative 13, copy 10, copy 10. So let us continue to solve. So as you can see, 19.84 minus 13, the answer is 6.84. So let us continue to solve. Cancel 10 because 10 divided by 10, that is equal to 1. So right now, P sub 64, it is equal to 20.5 and then plus 6.84. If we add, the answer for P sub 64, that is 27.34. So 27.34, as you can see, is between the interval 21 to 30 of the P sub 64 class. Instructions: solve the problem using percentile formula. Provide your answers in the comment section. Enjoy learning mathematics. I'm Teresa Tubal. Thank you so much.